Self-sabotage. Believing it can't happen to you is one of the sabotage. How many people, you don't have to raise your hand, but how many people here feel like it can't, like you're going after it and you want it, but part of you, if you tell the truth, feels like it can't happen to you. And you know what? That can be a very, very, very fine print inside. And it will be discovered along the way, which is good, because truth loves to reveal what stands in the way for your undivided nature to be functioning in here. So if it's there, you don't have to worry about it. It'll reveal itself. But that can be a real impediment, you know? It's going to happen to the Adyashantis of the world and the whomever. I mean, you know, the people throughout time who woke up and who we exalt and we put on our altars, or not bad. That's not, I'm not saying anything's wrong, but you know, in the end, you're meant to realize for truth for yourself and know it for yourself and claim it. That this is what I want. Really, what you want. I want it to such a degree, and I don't know exactly how to do it, but I want it. And I want to be as awake as you, Susanna, whomever. I want to be as awake as you, and maybe even more, whatever it is meant to be. I'm going to be as awake as possible. So I'm living my truth. You live yours. Be as awake as possible. And it's good to see human being here and there that is embodying that, because then we know it's possible. It's not just in the past, these icons, Ramana, whomever. They wouldn't want that for you, to put it up, for you to put it outside of yourself. Nobody does that's authentically home within themselves. There's no purpose in that. The more people who are in sync with their true nature, as true nature, the better off we are as a whole. So just notice where you might be sabotaging yourself. Most of it has to do with where you place your attention. War in the world of Maya, the collective unconscious is what I mean. There's a difference between the world, a human created world, and life. All right? You need to learn how to distinguish the two. They're not one. It's an overlay onto life, the way that people perceive life. It's not the truth of how life is. So, how are you sabotaging yourself? Doing things that you know are not so good for you, maybe, and you know better. Putting your attention in areas that don't support you. Being in an inner alignment. Work that doesn't support you. Relationships that don't support you. Environments. Yogananda said environment is stronger than will. So environment is super important. All your environment, that includes your food, people, work, relationships, everything is environment, huh? Netflix. I'm not saying that zoning out here and there is bad. None of it's really bad per se, but it adds up. But we become, they say the razor's edge. Truth becomes a razor's edge. It's okay. Truth becomes a razor's edge. The more that you are become in alignment and start to progress, the more that it'll ask you to be faithful. That's what the razor's edge is be faithful. And you're faithful to things that you love. Isn't it true? Yeah. Faithful and true to the things you love. Not hard in the end, but it does ask. And it teaches us along the way how to listen and be faithful. It's a teacher, truth. And then you become more and more in sync with reality, and you are here more than not here. And then you're more and more and more here. You're seeing more and more clearly. And then you can see what things you may be doing that obscures that. And because you're faithful and love truth for your own being, for you, for yourself, you give yourself to it and say, I'm not going to do that. I go to sleep there. So you don't want to sabotage yourself anymore.